Hello everybody, it's Ray and I am having a really awesome day and I wanted to share some of my day with you. First of all, it's the evening. I often make videos in the evening, but it's, at the end of the day, and I'm able to sort of reflect on what's happened in the day or what I'm hoping for the next day. So it's a really good way to sort of bookend what I'm thinking. This evening, the sunset was so amazing. I just kept thinking about how epic it looked. Reds and rose colors, and kept thinking how it looked like the color of a ruby red grapefruit. It was just so beautiful, and I felt really blessed to be looking for beauty in my life today. I know that there have been times in my life that I feel, just like anyone, my nose is to the grindstone and I'm working, and I'm worrying about this thing or I'm worrying about that thing. And today I just was able to stay really focused on the things that meant something to me. Time with my family, the goals that I'd set for myself to prepare my own food, and to know that with my food it had my intention of love and highest nutrients and communion with the people that I was sharing it with, that it had all of that blended up into it in addition to, whatever it was that I was looking for in nutrients. So, I don't know, I've just had a really beautiful day, and some things that I've been thinking about is how this journey has started for me. I think one night I was looking on YouTube and I came across my very first video of someone who was trying to change their life, and that was Lighten Up 2009, and it was late at night and I was wishing for a change in my life. And I guess, sometimes we go to the internet to look for answers, and often the answers that we're looking for is like, okay, we're going to Google this or we're going to Google that. So the answer that I was looking for wasn't about, what happens when you do this or that. What happens when you blend bleach with this cleaner here. So I wasn't looking for a practical answer. I was looking for more of an answer for changing something that was going on in my life. And there I found Lighten Up 2009, and she was saying that she wanted to make some changes in her life, and then she had chronicled those on the internet. And so I followed one video after another and ended up staying up really late at night. And that next day thought, someday, what would it be like to make my own videos? And had a really hard time thinking about putting myself out on the internet like that. There was a sense of vulnerability that came with it, and maybe even more scary than that was a sense of accountability. And so today, as I've been thinking about the mini challenge that I had created for myself to make my own meals for 10 days, and to have 3 floater meals that I could be flexible and eat someone else's cooking, or eat out specifically. That's what I was thinking about. That is a big deal for me because we eat out so often in my household. And so I'm at the end of the 3rd day, and it's gone really well. I have eaten at someone's house twice, but the first time was a barbecue, and I took the things that I wanted barbecued, and I was responsible for a lot of the food preparation there. And so I ended up eating portobello mushrooms with a little bit of feta cheese on them, which was, for me, a step up from eating the T-bones that everyone else was eating. And I know that they were really enjoying the food that they ate, but it was really exciting for me to just say, this is what I'm going to eat, and slip it onto a plate. It got slipped onto the grill, and when it came back to me, it was delicious. And I have this thing where sometimes if I eat food, one of the issues with eating the food is that I really taste the guilt of not eating the food that I think that I should be eating. And that's not about judgment. It's about, it's really about me wanting to have a better relationship with food. And so this week I've been responsible for most of the meals. Yesterday I did go to have one of my floater meals at someone else's house where I had absolutely no control over what was being served there, but I did of course have control about what I was choosing to eat. But we spent several hours there, and so some of the choices were not the same as I would have had I made my own, had I prepared my own food. And I'm calling that one of my floater meals. And so that's one of the things that I've built into this mini challenge for myself, is a sense of flexibility. But the other part is that there is a sense of accountability. And for those two things are really important to me. If I don't have the flexibility, then I feel like when I'm eating something that isn't spot on 100% what I've said that I should eat, then when I'm eating those things, I feel like I'm filling myself with guilt. And anytime I do that, then I set myself up for failure in the future, because I'm not feeling like I'm getting the nutrients that I need, not only for my body, but for my heart. And so by building in some flexibility into my mini challenge, I'm allowing for myself to not taste the guilt of not being an A+ superstar mini challenge student. So that's been a really important realization to me. So the other thing I wanted to talk about, which I was kind of alluding to earlier, is that sense of, you know, being inspired by someone else's story. And today I've been really kind of going over in my head, what would it be like for me to live the story? And today I'm doing that, you know, setting this mini challenge for myself and really rising to the challenge, rising to the hopes that I have for, you know, what it's going to be like at the end of 10 days when I say, look what I did. You know, I've stretched in my ability to prepare food for myself. So I'm thinking, you know, what is it like for me to be the success story? And as I'm living through this challenge, as I'm living through the changes that I've been talking about here on this channel, that's what I'm doing. I'm building that success story for myself. I'm building myself, just for me, to be an inspiration to myself. And live the life that I want to live, so that the inside, my hopes and my dreams and my wishes for myself, begins to match the outside, that part of myself, you know, where I actually put those hopes and dreams into action. So those are some of the things I've been thinking about today. It's been just an exquisite day, and I know that a big part of that is that I'm living the life that I'm wanting to live, and that I'm looking for beauty in each and every moment. I feel very focused on that, living with eyes that look for beauty, and today it's just been filled with that. So I'm so excited to be sharing my journey with you, and I hope that there might be something that inspires you today by what I've said and how I'm living. I'm trying to be real, so that also means like not just putting up the facade that everything's always rosy. Certainly, you know, I have my own shadow side. I have my own bad days and rough spots, and I hope that I'm bringing that to this channel as well. But today it's been such a beautiful day, and I just want to encourage you, if you're watching this and you're feeling down at all, to say, how could you make a success story for yourself? How could you make your story be a story that would inspire you? Because that's what I'm doing, and it feels really good. So Have a beautiful evening. Have a beautiful tomorrow. And I'll check in with you soon. Bye-bye.